All right, everyone. Welcome to this daily Sidereal Astrology forecast. This is for Monday, March 19th, 2018. All right, so today we are still very much in the new moon energy. We had a new moon on Saturday in Pisces. So still definitely a time of integrating this more receptive nature to life. Essentially bringing in more peace through this, essentially acceptance, right? The acceptance of what is, letting go of what's outside of our control, to live more presently and that peace arising. So themes about this today though, because the moon is still in Pisces, so we could see themes around letting go, receptivity, imagination as well. The sun is still very close to Chiron, so maybe some healing still taking place today, although it's more about integrating the healing from probably the weekend, if any wounds did come up at that time. Mercury is getting close to Venus, so as we get into tomorrow, there is this very good, I think, mental energy with relationships where we could be thinking about relationships, learning about them or through them, and just enjoying a bit of, I think, communication, sharing, and that kind of stuff. So let's look at all of this here in more detail when we return. All right, so here's the sky for this Monday. Again, this video is for Sidereal. If you are new to the channel, be sure to check out that link down below. We're using the actual size of the constellations, which does change the signs from mainstream astrology. All right, so as you can see here, a lot of Pisces energy at this time from that new moon from Saturday. So the moon is still finishing Pisces today. We'll be going into active Aries in the evening for most of us and tomorrow for all of us. So there will be that shift, but still right now, definitely in the ethers, right? Pisces, the vastness of the ocean, letting go of what's outside of our control, you know, just floating, listening to the current of life to see where it's taking us and being receptive to the inner world as well. So still a great time for psychology, spiritual activities, and anything that does involve creativity, imagination, and again, that sort of intuitive approach to life, which does lead to peace and tranquility. All right, so the sun still very close to Chiron, as you can see from yesterday. So a day of perhaps integrating any type of wounds that maybe came up over the weekend or any healing you've been doing since then. All right, so I don't think the wounds are coming up today. I think it's more about implementing it, implementing whatever insights we gained about them, or if there's any actions we can take in the face of wounds that came up in the physical world, right? Great day for integrating that into the physical world. And through that, more rejuvenation, more refreshment, and healing as a result of that. So as we get into tomorrow, as you can see here, Mercury is going to conjoin up to Venus. It's going to be these next couple days where it will be the strongest. So as we approach tomorrow, this sort of inquisitive energy, I think, that we could be enjoying, maybe coming through our relationships. Again, we could be learning about relationships. And this is essentially just the mind, which is represented by Mercury, and our values, which is represented by Venus, and also relationships as well. So thinking about relationships and values, learning about them, and then vice versa, bringing in the Venus into Mercury, enjoying a bit of sharing, communication, and really anything practical as well. Maybe finding new values like reading certain books or learning certain practical knowledge or writing, things like this. Can be very enjoyable and again, really contribute to what is this receptive time of Pisces, right? This is a conjunction in Pisces, so it actually does make it really good for imagination, that type of creativity, and again, openness if it is in communication and those relationships. All right, so that's the day in a nutshell. Yep, kind of a pivotal day where we're coming off of the healing from yesterday, but still a time of these themes relating to finding more peace in life. And as we get into tomorrow, a bit of this enjoyment, I think, of communication, sharing, exchanging, that type of thing. And today, some minor lunar aspects. The moon will be squaring up to Pluto and going over Uranus. So if there's any deep things today, I think finding the healthy way of integrating non-attachment to the feelings, right? Pluto's all about that non-attachment and, observing the feelings, and in that way, just being non-attached to what we may want, right? To the outcome of what we want. and that helps relinquish the ego, which is this a very egoless time with Pisces as well, especially with the moon here. So through practicing, accepting the fear, the worst case scenario, whatever, if it does come up emotionally, can really help with this. But I don't think it's going to be a major theme of the day, but just good to be observant of the emotional body if anything does come up with that. All right, so yep, that's the day in a nutshell. Pisces, great time for this, essentially bringing in more acceptance in our life, which leads to peace. However we may go about it, some of us through creativity, others through spiritual activities, others through learning more about ourselves psychologically, and this type of stuff. All right, so have a fantastic day, everyone. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow for the daily forecast.